Welcome back, dear students. Up till now, we have discussed about the basics of operations management and the difference between production management and operations management. Now we shall discuss about objectives of operations management. First of all, let us understand what is objective. An objective is a specific result that a person or system aims to achieve within a time frame and with available resources. As such, the operations function of any organization aims to achieve the following five objectives. Number one, quality. Number two, speed. Number three, flexibility. Number four, cost. And number five, dependability. Let us take them one by one. The first objective is quality. From operations viewpoint, quality is related to how closely the product or service meets the specification prescribed by the design. For example, if the weight, size, color, and performance standards have been specified by the product design team, the same should be adhered to. For example, suppose you purchase two packets of biscuits of the same brand and you find sorry and you find that there is a difference in the shape, color, size, and taste of the biscuits of the two packets. It shows that there is a variation in the output and the quality is poor. Similarly, let us take the case of services. The service delivery process, as specified by the service design, should be adhered to. Whatever is the service delivery process defined by the service design, that should be adhered to by the persons involved in the operations. For example, suppose every time you go to a bank and you get a different experience in terms of the behavior of the people involved and in terms of the time it takes to get the service. You go to the bank and one day it takes only 5 minutes to withdraw the money. The other day it takes 10 minutes to withdraw the money, and on some other day it takes 15 minutes to withdraw the money. And the process used by the persons involved is also different at different days. Their behavior also varies every day. So what will you feel? You will feel disappointed with the service. You will find that the service is very poor. Good companies like Toyota, they understand the importance of quality, and like Toyota practices Six Sigma policy in their operations. That means they allow only 3.4 defects per million units of their products. 3.4 defects per million units. So such is the standard of quality. They do not allow variation in the output. The quality provides competitive advantage. If you offer better quality products from your competitor, then only you will be able to win the customers. And therefore, it is the prime objective of operations to ensure that their operations conforms to quality standards, and every time the quality standards are achieved. Now the second objective is speed. The objective of speed measures how fast a company can deliver its product and generate orders. It is the speed by which a company delivers its products or it generates the orders. The speed objective is concerned with the time it takes to manufacture and process the products and services of the company, and it also is concerned with the time it takes to research new products and develop it. Basically, it is about the time it takes to produce the product or deliver the services, and also the time it takes to come up with new research, new product design, new services which can provide you a competitive advantage. And not only developing, finding a new idea, rather converting it into a real product, real service. So the speed, the agility with which you can do it, this should be the objective of operations. Let us take, for example, the airline companies. A very good example is Indigo Airlines. It performs its operations with remarkable speed, and the result is they are able to make more rounds with their planes, and they can generate more business with the same available resources. Therefore, it is a prime objective of operations management to ensure timeliness or agility in their process. The third objective is flexibility. Now, flexibility is the ability of an organization to change what it does quickly, and this can be achieved, or this can mean the ability to offer a wide variety of products and services to the customers, and to be able to change these products or services quickly. Why flexibility is needed? Flexibility is needed so that the organization can adapt to the changing customers' need. Customers' need keep on changing. Now, for example, take the example of uh, retail stores like Big Bazaar. We see that on weekends, the traffic, the footfall increases tremendously, whereas on other days, the traffic is minimal. And even if we take the example of restaurants, at different times in the day, the footfalls might be different. And on some day there is very low business, some day the business increases. And also during festivals, or on certain days of the month, like in the initial days of the month when people receive their salary, they go and buy their grocery and other requirements. So on those days the footfalls might increase, and on other days the footfall might decrease. So the level of operations should be flexible. The operations of the organization involved should be flexible enough so that they can adapt to these changing needs of the customers. When there is a high demand, they could cater to that high demand, and when there is a low demand, they can ensure that their resources do not get wasted. So they might have to employ uh, more number of people on busy days, and they have to ensure that how they can keep their staff engaged on not so busy days when the staff when the traffic in terms of the customers footfall is low. So how to plan the operation so that it can be managed. And also there is one more consideration of cost. Not only you have to be flexible, you have to adapt according to the changes in the volume of business or changes in the variety of the products which are demanded by the customers, or variety of the services which the customers demand, or according to the change in the taste and preferences of the customers, you should be able to provide such products and services which are in demand, and replace the old products and services which are not in demand. So this kind of a flexibility is required, and while maintaining the flexibility, we should also ensure that we can control the cost. If we in order to be flexible or meet the customer's demand, we are going to spend a lot of money for this, then and our cost increases, then probably that will not be good for the health of the organization. So not only we have to be flexible, we have to control the cost also. We have to be flexible at a lesser cost while being cost effective. So this is the prime objective of the uh, operations department. Then we have the next objective, cost. Now cost is very very important. The organization which can manage its operations cost effectively can win the competition. Nowadays most of the competition is won on the basis of cost. The organization must keep their cost base lower than the competitor, and that will make them more profitable, make their business more profitable than their rivals. Because if they can keep the prices equal to their competitor and their cost of operation is lesser than the cost of operation of the rival, they will be able to earn more profit. Or uh, maybe if they are more cost effective, they can uh, pass on, transfer this uh, cost advantage to the end consumer, to the customers, and thereby by lowering down their prices, and thereby they can win the market share. They can expand the market. Like Geo, take for example the case of Geo. What they have done is they started providing the same service, rather better service than the other telecom services at a much lesser cost. So what happened? They won the customers. The customers started leaving other service providers and they patronized the services of Geo. So cost is one such factor. And also the organization can create entry barriers for competitors with their low operations cost. Like the Chinese and South Korean companies, they use cost effectiveness to win the market share. And now we can say that achieving cost effectiveness is one of the major objective of the operations management. Now last but not the least, dependability. Dependability refers to consistency in meeting the promise delivery time for a product or service to a customer. How do we measure the dependability of a service provider? If they meet the delivery timelines. they do what they have promised to do, then we find them dependable and reliable. We can rely on them for our needs. Suppose I booked a Uber and it promised to come in 10 minutes. So if it comes in 10 minutes and I keep booking Uber, suppose, and every time I book and they come at the specified time, then I'll find them dependable. So they should do it consistently. They should consistently meet the delivery or time uh, lines which they have specified. If they are doing it, they are dependable. For example, suppose you placed an order to Domino's, Swiggy, or Zomato. What if you don't get your parcel on time? Or take for example the case when you have purchased a book from Flipkart and either you don't get your consignment on time or you don't get your book at all. Or maybe suppose another situation when sometimes you have booked an item, you have placed an order, and sometimes you are getting the delivery on time and sometimes you are not getting the delivery on time, or sometimes your package is your order is lost, you don't get the order at all. So that means these services are not dependable. Will you consider the services of such companies dependable? And would you like to do business with such a company? No. And that is why it is again a prime objective of the organizations to ensure the dependability of their operations. Now, whatever we have discussed up till now, quality objectives, speed objective, flexibility objective, cost objective, and dependability objective, they can also be expressed in other words. We can say that objective of the operations management is to ensure production or delivery of right product or right service of right quality in right quantity at right place and at right price. I hope you could understand the operations management objectives. Thank you.